Yo, what's up, my fellow immortals? Welcome back to The Source. I'm your host, Russell Nash, and this is the #1 spot for Highlander, the card game. This video is going to be a little bit different. I kind of want to just chill, kick back, relax. I want to show you guys my first edition sealed collection for Highlander, the card game. I thought it'd be cool, man. I'll show you guys what I've been able to collect over the years from the early 90s, even up till a couple of years ago. So maybe you'll get to see some cards, or maybe you'll get to see some boxes that you've never seen before. And I'll talk a little bit about the sets just very briefly, but I thought it'd be cool to show you guys my collection and what I've been able to obtain over the years being involved in Highlander. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first up is going to be Series Edition. Now, Series Edition launched in 1995, and it encompassed Seasons 1 and Seasons 2 of the television series. So it launched in booster boxes as well as starter deck boxes, and that's what they look like, man. They're pretty cool. The starter deck boxes, you got this brick right here that had all your starter decks in it, and the booster box right here had all the booster packs in it to support the cards that came in the starter deck boxes. So this is a pretty cool set, man. It dropped with immortals like Amanda, Duncan, Xavier St. Cloud, you know, stuff like that. So I really thought it was kind of cool. It had Slan Quince in there. Yeah, I just want to show you guys what the Series Edition looked like, the first set of the card game right here, Series Edition. Starter decks and booster boxes. Not extremely rare to find. You can still find these floating around out there. But yeah, I just want to show you guys what it looked like. Pretty cool. Next up is going to be Movie Edition. Now, Movie Edition dropped in 1996. And Movie Edition came out in starters and boosters. Well, this is a booster box right here. I haven't really ever been able to get my hands on a starter deck box. This stuff right here is extremely rare to find, still floating around out there, still sealed and unopened and still in its factory seal. So this was something that I was extremely lucky to come across and get it when I got it. Very hard to find, extremely rare. That's what the booster box looks like right there. So, you know, it's got Connor, it's got Kurgan on the front. These are the booster boxes. Now, Movie Edition had immortals from the original movie. It had Connor, it had Kurgan, it had Castigear, it had Iman Facile. It also had Young Dol Kim. Now, Young Dol Kim was an immortal that got cut from the original movie, but they still had still photographs from the production of the movie. So the makers of the game said, hey, you know what? We'll show Young Dol Kim some love, and we'll go ahead and throw him in the game. He was an immortal who made it to the final gathering. He was one of the last of the last. So I thought it was pretty cool that they did that, man, and threw Young Dol Kim in there. This came out in starters and boosters, but that's what a booster box looks like right there. I haven't been able to get my hands on a sealed starter deck box. I'm still on the hunt. They're pretty pricey. People that have these, they want a pretty penny for them. So hopefully one day I can get one for a decent price and add it to the collection. But yeah, it's pretty dope, man. I just want to show you guys and maybe you can see what a Movie Edition booster box looks like, still sealed. Maybe you've never seen something like that before, but yeah, definitely super cool. I love it. Next up is Watcher's Chronicles, man. So Watcher's Chronicles came out, I think, in 1996. And it was only in booster boxes, so it didn't have a starter deck box to go with the booster box. It was only boosters, and it was released to support all of the other sets that came out before it. And Watcher's Chronicles kind of looks like Series Edition boosters, but you can differentiate the two because Watcher's Chronicles has this seal right here that they sealed the box with, and it says the Watcher's Chronicles. So that's how you can tell it's a Watcher's Chronicles booster box. It's a pretty small set. I think there's only like 100-something cards in the set, so it's a fairly easy set to collect all of the cards from. Very cool, not super rare. You can still find these floating around out there for a decent price. I just thought it'd be cool to show you what Watcher's Chronicles looks like, still sealed in its original packaging from back in the day, man. Very cool. 1996, that's when this has never been opened. Very dope. I love it. Next up, we've got The Gathering. Now, The Gathering dropped in 1998, I believe, and The Gathering was a reprint of Movie Edition. So in the starter deck boxes, which is right here, it had the reprint cards from the Movie Edition. Now, Gathering also came out in booster boxes, so it was a full complete set. It had starter decks and it had booster boxes. So the starter decks are what contained those reprints of the Movie Edition cards, and then the booster boxes, it had new cards that they introduced into the game. Now, the starter deck boxes, I love the graphic, man, that blue lightning, You got Connor on there. I just really love this box. It's one of my favorite boxes. Just the color, everything about it. It looks so dope, man. I really love it. I love the lightning. I love everything about it. The starter deck boxes, you can still easily find these things still floating around out there. They're not too expensive. They can get kind of pricey. You can still find these still sealed out there. But the booster box right here, this is what the booster box looks like. Now, these things are extremely rare to find, man. Like, I think I've only ever seen like a single packs online for sale, you know, over the years. I've never seen a sealed gathering booster box come up for sale over the years. I've only ever seen packs come up for sale, and those packs go for almost the price of what an MSRP booster box went for back in the day, which I think was like 80, it says like 82 bucks on here. So I think I saw a listing for like, I don't know, man, 13 or 14 packs or something. I can't remember what it was, but they were going for nearly 80 bucks, and that wasn't even a full box for the booster pack. So this right here is extremely rare. I love this box. Definitely one of the most prized possessions of my collection. So that's what the booster box looks like, guys. If you've never been able to see what a gathering booster box looks like, that's what it looks like right there. It's pretty dope. Starters you can still kind of find, but boosters, this one's pretty rare. If you do find it, they're probably going to be asking a pretty penny for it. But if you got the dough, I mean, I'd go for it, man. It's very cool. Very, very cool. That's what they look like. Next up, we've got Arms and Tactics. Arms and Tactics dropped in 1998, I think, as well. And Arms and Tactics was a full set. It had starters and it had boosters. Now, Arms and Tactics was, I think, season 3 and season 4 of the television series. And it also introduced something super cool to the game, which was weapons of choice. So before this set came out, your Immortals weren't really using weapons. They had like a generic weapon, but there weren't any weapon cards. So this set dropped, and starters and boosters, and it had weapons of choice. So you had like the katana, you had the rapier, you know, he had the broad-bladed spear, stuff like that, great sword. So that's when this set really, really took off, because it added a much-needed aspect to the game, which was those weapons that you could use for your Immortals. And it also had weapon cards to go with those weapons of choice. Very, very cool. This set is extremely rare to find, still sealed in its factory seal. So I was very fortunate when I was able to get my hands on some of these back in the day. The starter deck boxes, that's what that looks like right there, and that's the booster box. So these boxes are extremely rare and hard to find. There's not very many floating around. I haven't seen any of these floating around out there online in years. So it's one of those things to where if you find it and you've got the money, kind of like the gathering booster, I'd go ahead and pick it up if you got the money, because there's just not very many left out there that are still sealed. So I thought it'd be cool to show you guys what an Arms and Tactics boxes look like, the starters, and then you got the boosters. I thought that was pretty cool. So there you go, dude. I love it. Last but not least is the Four Horsemen set. So the Four Horsemen dropped in 1998 as well, and it's just booster boxes. There's no starter decks for this. It's just booster boxes. And I think it covered like seasons 5. It dropped new Immortals, and cards to also support the previous sets that came out. But super cool, man. I love the graphic. We're sticking with the lightning, kind of like the quickening. That's definitely pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, that's what it looks like, still sealed, factory sealed. I mean, these things aren't super rare to find. You can still find these out there floating around online. So if you're looking to collect some stuff, you know, you can pick these up easily, and I'd say check it out and get your hands on it, man. But yeah, this is what I've got for first edition sealed collection. So that's what the Four Horsemen is. That's what it looks like right there. It's pretty dope. Well, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video was fun. You got to see some stuff that maybe you've never seen before, or maybe it's been a long time since you've seen some of this product. So I really hope it was cool for you guys to check it out. I really love my collection. I love finding new product that I've never been able to get my hands on, like that movie edition starter deck box. I'm still on the hunt for a sealed starter deck box. But you know, they're pretty pricey if you can find them. But like I said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got some more content in the pipeline coming up soon. I just need to finish editing and working on that kind of stuff, and I'll have it out for you guys as soon as possible. We just hit that 100 sub mark. I really appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me. I think our next benchmark is 500 subs. I think we can do it. So just continue to show the love. I'll continue to show it back. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, go check out some previous videos. hit that like button if you want to. If you don't want to, I completely understand. Consider becoming an immortal today and hitting that subscribe button and helping us reach 500 subs. Let's get 500 immortals in this community. So consider becoming an immortal, hitting that subscribe button. Let's push it to 500 and see how big we can grow this community and shed some light on this awesome game. I really, really appreciate it. Just be on the lookout for that next video. Don't lose your heads out there. And remember, there can be only one collectible card game.